we're back. We're back. It's been like 6 months. It's just how you remember. Camera quality, still the worst thing since the Nazis. But we're back. It's been 6 months, which is nice. It has been so long since I've played this game that I have, oh no, I have forgotten how to play it. I've been playing Gotham Knights for the past week or so I'm used to playing that. I'm used to playing this game with all the upgrades. Apparently, last time I played this, I did not get the grapnel boost. So it's gonna take a lot longer to do this mission, but along with Gotham Knights, I don't know. Okay. Along with Gotham Knights, I've gotten a PS5. Played some of the exclusives on there. You know, I've played Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, I enjoyed it a lot more than the first one. I think it's a far better game. Not as good at story, better game. But we're back now. I want to try and finish this in this episode so we can move on to something new. I'd like to play Uncharted 1. That'd be a nice, short, easy game to play through. Of course, it's going to take half the episode to get through this. Normally, it takes like a couple of minutes. For some reason, having terrible luck with it. It's kind of hard to focus. I feel like I remember last time I played this, I had already finished this part of the game, but apparently I didn't. So with the PS5, the games that I've played on there, I replayed through the first Spider-Man before playing through Spider-Man 2. I went back, played Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy again. And see, I played Astrobot, which was that was a fun short game. Currently, I've been playing through Gotham Knights. I was expecting to hate it, and it's like a solid 8 out of 10. Like, it's got a great story so far. The gameplay is fun. The visuals are fine. It's like, I do not get why people hated it other than the fact it's not an Arkham game. It's like, that's the only thing people can complain about it is it's not Arkham. But I've been playing through it as Nightwing. I feel that's the best way to play for the story. He's the most fitting character. I'm all messed up on controls here because I'm using an Xbox controller and I've been playing PlayStation, so X is in a different spot. I went back and played part of Uncharted 1 a while ago to get the speedrun trophy because I assumed it was beat the game in 3 hours, and it's actually beat the game in 2.5 hours. And I got to about 5 chapters left and realized I only had like 10 minutes left. So I thought, oh, with 3 hours, I'll have plenty of time. I can slow down a bit. This is why you should always read descriptions before doing the challenge. And this traversal here is the reason you should always unlock the grapnel boost as soon as possible. Apparently I can't pull those guys to their deaths. It's like I'm all messed up on controls here. Because in Gotham Knights, it's you throw a weapon by pressing a triangle, which on here is Y. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do here. There's nothing I can do to get away from this helicopter. Yep, just let myself die. But next time will probably be Uncharted 1, which that probably won't take long. I could probably get like, I don't know, maybe 5 episodes to beat it. But I want to try and make this the last episode of this series. Since the last time that I made a video, the trailer for Venom 3 has come out, a movie that I'm very excited for. Because unironically, Venom 2 is like, that's like top 5 superhero movies right there. Like if we're considering Venom, the Venom movies as Spider-Man movies, then Venom 2 is like probably top 3. Like top 3 Spider-Man movies. You got the original Tobey Maguire one, just because it's funny. No Way Home. And then if we're counting it, Venom 2. And it's kind of sad that it's like No Way Home is for like the references and stuff. The first Spider-Man movie is for it being funny, and Venom 2 is just quality. Because it's oddly good. It's just complete 90s stupid comic bookness. It's the only way you can describe it. It's one thing that I liked in Gotham Knights. And in that situation there, they would have let me stealth take down that first guy. Instead, I'm forced to combat takedown. why was it wearing a mask? It's 2011. You're 9 years too early. Okay. When I get the ability to, you're first. I gotta sit here while old Hugo Strange talks. Look at that beard. It just looks horrible. Using the 70s costume. It's my favorite one in the name. Oh, there we go. Man, it's been so long. I do not remember how to do combat. Because I'm used to the last like 2 games I've played have been Spider-Man 2 and Gotham Knights. So I'm used to those, the combat in those games. Coming back to me. Yeah. So that new Nintendo Direct came out, getting a new Mario and Luigi game. A series I thought was long dead after they killed it on the 3DS. Because they released like 3 games after the Switch had already released. Donkey Kong Country Returns. So now there's like 3 Donkey Kong games on the Switch that are all old games. Most of the show off. We got Luigi's Mansion 2 coming back. So I think when I'm trying to run, I press the stick in instead of holding down was it A? I can level up. What should I buy? What should I buy? At this point, how have I not gotten the disarm? I also haven't gotten any armor. Should probably buy that. Going down. Can you tell I really have no clue where I'm going? This way. We don't got much left. It's like, yeah, water. We got like 2 stealth encounters. Or 3. Then Clayface. See, I can talk while doing the combat, but stealth is a lot harder to do. Especially since stealth in Gotham Knights, it's slower, but it's kind of easier. Even though you don't have as many tools. Like you can get spotted in Gotham Knights and still like get away with taking on an enemy. Smoke bomb. Oh, okay. But Sonic Movie 3 is set to come out this year. The upgrade for that. I don't. Okay. But Sonic Movie 3 is supposed to come out this year. A teaser trailer for it. No actual trailer yet. It's kind of concerning. It's like there's only 6 months to release it if it's coming out this year. So I'm feeling like that movie it's gonna be delayed. Turning around. So, do that. Get away. Who's left? You. Doing the challenges on the extreme versions of these maps is brutal. Because it's like you got to do it without getting hit, and you got to like I think it's you got to hit 2 enemies with the line launcher. Oh, my leg is hurting. Oh. But I've since last video developed an obsession with James Bond movies. I've watched through about half of them, I believe. Probably more than half by now. But hold on. Okay. But I've watched let's see, I can name them off. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die, GoldenEye, The World Is Not Enough, Goldfinger, License to Kill, Live and Let Die, Spy Who Loved Me, and Moonraker. There we go. That's all the ones I've seen so far. And I think it's IO Interactive. They're working on the James Bond game that got announced like 3 years ago. But who knows if it'll ever come out. I wish they'd stop revealing names so early. It's like, how many years ago was it when Gotham Knights got announced? Because at that same time they announced the Wonder Woman name. There hasn't been word on that since. You got that Ninja Turtles name. The Ronin name that it hasn't had anything except for like a teaser trailer that was like a year ago by now. But it's also strange after playing Gotham Knights because this is combo based and there's not the there's no combo meter in Gotham Knights. But I don't understand why people didn't like Gotham Knights. It's like the only issues I can see with it are the fact it's not an Arkham game. I feel like that they tried their hardest to make it not an Arkham man. But let's see. It's like I feel like they tried to make it feel as little of an Arkham man as possible because they don't want people to compare it to that. It's like I feel like they made things worse than they should have, just so people wouldn't compare it. Like the Mr. Freeze fight in Gotham Knights, it's a fine boss fight. Like it's too long. That's the only thing you can really complain about. But of course, everyone's gonna hate it because it's not Arkham City's Mr. Freeze fight. I mean, Clayface, I think, is also a similar situation with that. So far, I haven't played as anyone other than Nightwing. I wanted to go 100% the game, then do a New Game Plus as either Red Hood or Batgirl. Not even gonna try with Robin. He looks like the worst character in the game. He's got like the worst looking ability. It's like everything about him just seems terrible. It's like I think he's labeled as being like the stealth character. And that's like what his specialty is. It's like stealth isn't that useful. Like, stealth is good, like when entering a fight or something, but it's not good as like a focus for a character. I feel like the bosses were probably play tested mostly with Red Hood, because I'm guessing he's got like more range damage. It's like Mr. Freeze, you have to entirely just use ranged attacks on him. It's like anything else is not going to work well. There's another stealth encounter that I can be terrible at. It's the thing in Gotham Knights, there isn't a thing where it's like the enemies will immediately know you're there after you take out one of them. So there's no point in even trying to not alert them. Smoke bomb. Grapple. Oh, that that didn't get him. I got him. Two guys left. Do that. Go up. Do that. Okay. It's nice that Hugo Strange doesn't try anything. He just patiently waits to see if you figure out his password. I believe it's Gotham Savior. Seems like an overreaction. he wasn't really putting up a fight. It's one thing I don't like in superhero games, why they feel the need to, at the end of the game, your costume is going to be utterly destroyed. And then in Spider-Man 2, it makes no sense because you can go into a fight and then your suit will be completely torn up. And then, like a few minutes later, it's fixed. It's nice the helicopters just came along to block the screen for a second. Is Talia really worth saving? In this situation, I don't think she is. I would let the Joker kill her, just being honest. She doesn't really offer much. It's not very useful. Kind of an inconvenience. That gun doesn't look like it's securely in his hand. Like it looks like it could fall out any moment. Like he isn't really holding on to it very well. We have to figure out where the Joker is. He's literally like one street away. And he's got snipers everywhere. I don't really think we needed the tracker. We probably could have figured it out on our own where he was at based on the amount of lasers. We got to deal with all these snipers. So we can get in there and fight Clayface and hurry up and end this game. I'm assuming a loud takedown will alert everybody, which makes no sense. How they could hear me punching somebody from 3 rooftops away. It's one thing in Gotham Knights that's nice. You can just push people off rooftops. They don't even care. It's not even like in Spider-Man where he catches the person. You know, in Spider-Man, like if you throw somebody off a roof, which is, you know, it's even kind of hard to do. Because you got to hit them with enough attacks to be able to throw them off the roof. And then you always, you know, immediately get caught on like a wall or something. But in Gotham Knights, you can just straight up just grab somebody, throw them off a roof. It's like they don't even like try to catch them. And we got one guy left, not counting the 2 on the ground, which are oddly the most annoying. But now that I've taken this guy out, they're gonna start going inside. Do that, and hit him with the ice. I'm gonna go inside. And go inside to rescue Talia. Even though she dies anyways. There's Clayface. It's nice that they immediately show you how to beat him. Oh. He's a lot easier than he is in Gotham Knights. Ow. I've been trying to do that. Ow. You'd think he would have pulled that sword out of his back by now. I guess he has no issues with leaving that in there. There we go. He's got to make it easier for us. I prefer Clayface's design in this thing. At least he looks like mud. In Gotham Knights, he's more like of a gray color. I guess they try to make him look more like actual clay. Which it makes sense because, you know, Clayface. He's supposed to be made out of clay, but he's usually always just a guy made out of mud instead. I feel like I might die just because I'm not trying at all. There we go. Back in, I believe it was March, there was Joe Lieberman, who was one of the people in the 90s who was trying to, part of the reason the ESRB exists, making the video game rating systems, apparently died, something related to a fall. So, you know, it's 1 down, 2 to go. We got Jack Thompson and Howard Lincoln still. I wish Jack Thompson, I wish he was still a lawyer. Imagine the crazy things he'd be saying now. What do you think Jack Thompson he'd be saying now about different things? My personal favorite of Jack Thompson is it's the clip of him. He's on the news. He's talking about somebody. He says that he was trained on a military base where they were using Halo to teach the snipers. That's got to be like that's like top 10 Jack Thompson right there. I was looking up Jack Thompson earlier. I saw a thing that said Jack Thompson dies at the age of 70. It was very sad when I realized it wasn't him. It's a different Jack Thompson. Uh-oh. I might die. There we go. There we go. I don't remember, but I'm very much hoping there's not a second phase to this. I hope this is the only time I have to do this part. Would this hurt Clayface? I feel like getting stabbed with a sword isn't really going to do much to him. He is made out of clay, after all. But with that, I've beaten Batman Arkham City. I've fulfilled my obligations. Next time, we'll be playing something else. We'll be playing Uncharted, probably. Well, it took me long enough. Goodbye.